My name is Jason Shim, the Royal Master from Atomy America, and I love to share my story in case you didn't hear my story before. Okay, well, I came to America 1996. I didn't have any money, education, and no skills, and what is that? No English. And that's how I started my American life. I started as a busboy and working as a waiter, and I did so many different kind of job. This is when I was working in the Fulton market, driving fish truck, and I did so many different kind of job, working for dry cleaners, working for delivering Chinese food, delivering newspaper. I did so many different kind of job trying to support my family. So I worked so hard and so harder and harder. But I have four children. No matter how hard I work, it seems to be impossible to support all my family, especially uh, paying the bring the food on the table every day and paying the bill every month, and that was already overloading. But when I think about my future, I know that I need more money to educate them. As they grow more and more, I know I need to make more money. But at the time, I was already working second job, third job. And I was like, if I'm not sleeping, I was working all the time. I feel like I became a working machine. I didn't come to America to become a working machine for family. Of course, I have to work hard because I have family, I love them. But sometimes I feel like, what am I doing here in America? All my families, all my relatives back in Korea, me and my wife alone, we are living in America, starting from very humble life, but still there's no sign of getting any better because I'm already working maximum hours. How can I get better? You know, when they grow up and they gonna demand more and more money, how can I handle this? You know, when I question myself about these questions, I became more and more helpless, hopeless. So, look at myself in the picture over here. Do I look happy? I'm supposed to be happy with my number four baby, right? This is a gift of my gift from God. But I was tired all the time, no joy in my life, and every day was like, you know, I feel like I'm dead. A man with no hope is like a man, like a dead man. So I was living like that every day. But one day, I I was introduced to Atomy by a total stranger from Korean lady. She didn't look really professional. She didn't look really fancy, but she was approaching me, asking me a question. Hey, do you know Atomy? And I had no idea what that was, and I didn't care at all because I was totally hopeless. I was so, don't bother me like that. But she asked me the question, and she's just starting explaining about Atomy. But sounds like what? Network marketing, MLM, multi-level marketing. MLM stands for multi-level marketing, but to me at that time it was most to lose money. You gotta stay away from it. So I said no, thank you right away. But immediately she was explaining about no joining fee, no monthly requirement, no annual fee, no website fee. It sounds like too good to be true. As a network marketing company, I never heard anything like that. So just became member because I got nothing to lose anyway. She cannot cheat me anyway because I got nothing. But I had no idea at the moment that becoming a member at that time will change my life totally, totally different life. So I got invited to a seminar where the CEO was there, and CEO was giving speech for 4 hours. And I realized this is the company will change my life. He was explaining about Atomy. this is not just another network marketing company. If it was another network marketing company, he didn't create this company. This is a totally new company, and we will write the history of network marketing. And I was so touched. He explained all the details in Korean, and it was so sweet because I was feel like you know I felt like this company is somehow meant for me, and I decide my mind that I will do this business and I will become successful with this company. Obviously, there was a lot of troubles, a lot of obstacles, lots of hurdles, but I became successful. About 4 years, I became a member of a Leaders Club as a Sharpnose Master, and then I became a Star Master, and then I became a Royal Leaders Club, and then I became a Royal Master and Royal Master. Now I became a Crown Leaders Club this month. Who's making over $400,000 a year. You know, like you saw, my life from a very humble life from since 1996 and 2020, totally different life. I came to America to have an American dream, but the beginning was very humble until I met Atomy. But after I met Atomy, everything started changing, and ultimately, I'm living a totally different life. Like I said earlier to Sandy, every day is like a Christmas day because every day I feel I'm so blessed. And I was so thankful to my sponsor who told me about Atomy. And I want you to be so thankful for your sponsor because what if your sponsor didn't talk to you about Atomy? There's no way you could hear about Atomy. There's no way you could understand about Atomy. So I'm so thankful because my sponsor talked to me one more time when I said no thank you. When I realized this is a network marketing company, I said no thank you. But she didn't give up. So thankful for that. She didn't give up on me, and she just pushed it one more time. Hey, Jason, and she didn't know me actually. Hey, Mister, you got nothing to lose. I thought she knew me because I got nothing to lose anyway. So with Atomy, my life is totally different. Without furthermore, I like to explain about why Atomy is so big business and how do you make it happen to your life, right? First of all, you have to understand what kind of big business have a characteristics, okay? Is Atomy big business or small business? Yeah, big business. Oh my God, David Che was like, yeah. Yeah, it's not just big business, it's a big business, of course. And all the big business has four characteristics. First, it takes time. Second, you need to make a big commitment. Third, you have to focus. Number four, you need the best team. Let me explain about the it takes time. When you try to boil water, right? It takes time, and especially when you don't reach the boiling point, which is 100 degrees Celsius, it doesn't change at all. Let's say you got the water, it's 40 degree, and adding the heat to the water. You're working so hard adding the heat to the water doesn't change. Same thing, your business anatomy doesn't seem to be changing at all. You are working hard, I know, but it doesn't seem to be changing. But you know what? Still, your Atomy business is growing. You just don't feel it, right? Second, the bigger business you build, the deeper foundation you need. Think about it. If you try to build a 100-story building, how deep you have to go down comparing to building a single house, right? If you go higher, you have to go deeper. So what is your foundation in Atomy? I want you to make lots of mistakes. I want you to make lots of failures. That's your foundation. Whenever you make a failure, whenever you make a mistakes, that'll be your asset. No one can just give you that experience. You cannot learn by just listening to somebody else. You have to experience with all your body. So don't hesitate to make a mistake. Don't hesitate to talk to people. Don't think, just make it happen. You know, make a lots of failures. So it takes time to build your big business. Secondly, you need a big commitment. You know, what if you have a two choice? You have a single house business and 100-story building business. If you are building a small house, you don't need a big commitment. But if you are making a big business, you need a big commitment. I want you to burn your bridge that you can so that you cannot go back. I need you to make a big commitment. So many people, they have no idea what are they doing. I want you to make up your mind. I want you to choose which path that you want to go. You don't want to walk around. You don't want to wander around. I want you to choose Atomy as your business and go straight forward and declare your goal. Tell people about your decision. Hey, you know what? I met, I decided to do Atomy as my business. I believe that Atomy will change my life. Declare, shout to the people, show them your determination. You have to make a big commitment like that. Number three is you need to focus. Look at the guy in the picture. See this guy trying to roll the rock over the mountain, right? You need to focus. If you don't focus, what's going to happen to the guy in the picture? He's going to die because of the rock, right? The rock's going to just roll over this guy and he's going to lose his life. I want you to focus. Never stop until you meet the critical point, which is auto sales master in Atomy. Usually people talk about 10,000 hour rules, right? But if you try to do 10,000 hours over 10 years, I'm sorry, guys, it's not going to work. If you try to do it with a slow pace, not going to work. I need you to focus. If you're really, really serious about making success through Atomy, then you need to focus. I need you to do 10,000 hours in 2 or 3 years. So calculate, do your math. If you need to do 10,000 hours in 2 years or 3 years, how many hours you have to do Atomy every single day? And you better not stop. Don't take vacation. Let me tell you my story. I made so many mistakes in the beginning. Of course, all my sponsors in Korea, they are 14-hour difference. They cannot call me. They didn't have a YouTube. They didn't have a internet like this when I started, right? And they didn't have a good so many products in America. But I made a strong commitment that I want to do this business. And then for 4 years, even though I made a lot of mistakes, I never stopped a single day, without going outside to talk about Atomy. Never stop. Let me give you a tip. If it's raining so hard, that is the chance that you go out and talk to people because they don't have customers anyway. They want you to stay in your store because that way their store looks like it's busy. When it snow a lot, same thing, right? If it's a normal day, they have customers coming in. So if you try to tell them about Atomy, they say, "Oh, don't bother me." I never stopped about 4 years, not a single day, talking to people. And after 4 years, I became member of Leaders Club as a Shaolin Master. So focus. Number four is you need the best team. I'm a role master. That means I have numbers of star masters under me, right? I'm so fortunate that I have so many star masters under me working so hard for Jason. I know they're not working for Jason. I didn't hire them. I'm not giving them any salary, anything. But we are best team. We are working so hard trying to make each other to be successful. I guess I have the best team in the whole world. I'm so proud of my team. Would you like to have your best team also? Raise your hand if you like to have your best team, right? So many people I know. You want to have the best team in the whole world, right? Let me tell you how to get the best team under you, right? How to get the best team? You be the best team for your sponsor first, right? Don't expect anything from your sponsor. Tell them, hey, sponsor, don't worry about my side. You worry about other side. I'll take care this side I'm the leader of this side, so I'll take the charge. So don't worry about my team. I'll do it. Just like that. If you if you work hard, they will help you. If you wait for the help, they're not gonna help you. So you be the best team for your sponsor, then your team will be duplicated because you are showing your partners as example. You are leading your team as example. So lead by example. Make it happen on yourself and it'll happen to your team too. So you will have the best team, right? So that's how the big businesses are, right? How about the history? History is the repetition of challenging and response. The world will be challenging you anyway. If you don't do anything, it's gonna challenge you. We have a big challenge right now because of the COVID-19. In England, we have a new kind of COVID, which is 70% stronger than the COVID that we have now. So every single day we have a challenging coming up, right? So what's your response? It's either you fight back or fly. What would you choose? Would you like to fight back or would you like to run away from it? I think we have to challenge it and we have to choose to fight back. You know, if you don't challenge it, you are not changed. So we have to challenge it so that we can be changed. The world is changing so fast, faster than ever because of the COVID-19. Everybody used to say everything will be going into online, but they didn't take it as so seriously. But because of COVID-19, everything is so rapidly going into online. Look at the whole world. They are working from home. It changed everything. So if the world is changing, you have to be changed also. For you to be changed, you have to challenge yourself. So what's your response? Challenge it and fight back. So what if how do you implement all of these things? I need you to make action. Faith by itself, if it's not accompanied by the action, it's dead. So if you don't make an action, nothing's gonna happen. Of course, you heard this so many times, right? Define your dream and write them down and read it loud, morning and night. The first thing in the morning when you get up, you read your goal. The last thing before you go to bed, read your goal loud and feel it. I used to say, I want to make a $10,000. And used to say, talk to my wife, I really want to make a $10,000, $10,000, $10,000. I shout every single time. And I was feeling the $10,000 as if I was making it. And about 4 years, I started generating $10,000 a month. And I was so glad. So glad. I need you to read it loud morning and night and feel your goal. And define small habits. Nobody can be a big leader because this is a new thing to your business. You don't have to become a big leader, but define what has to be done to become successful and do it every day. If you do it every day, it's going to be compounding. If you do it every day, 1 year later, you will be a totally different person. Make sure, list up what has to be done to become a leader, to be successful in Atomy, and do it every day. Of course, we learned 8 steps to success. I'm not going to explain all of this. And 8 core checklist, I'm not going to explain it. And like I said, lots of failures are necessary things for your success. So don't be afraid to make a success and set goals. We have about 10 days left for 2020. So fast, right? It was like I feel like it was only a few days ago we were celebrating the new year, Vision 2020. Oh my God, this is the year that we'll be successful. And my goal was to become a Crown Leaders Club member. And December, my dream came true. I want you to set goals for 2021. If you don't set goals, 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, it will just fly away. Nothing will be done if you don't have a goal. And make them happen. Set the goals, make them happen no matter what. If you if you're not setting goals, it's like this, you are lazy. Hey, I'm comfortable. If you have a comfortable life, you don't have to set the goals. But no one will be comfortable. And especially if you think you're a leader. As soon as you are satisfied, then you are not a leader. As soon as you're trying to stay in your comfort zone, then you're not a leader. You have to lead a team. You always have to become the frontier, cutting the edge beyond your comfort zone. Even if it gives you so much trouble. Set the goal. I know if you set the goal, you will feel stressed. But that stress will make you grow. I call it holy stress. Holy stress. Holy stress will make you grow. So stress is a good thing if you take it as a positive way. Okay. I love this quote from Bible, but I like to translate into a easy wording. I love this quote also. You never know how strong you will be until being strong is the only option you have. Mothers, you understand this automatically. You have no idea how strong you will be until you see your child is in danger. Imagine the situation. I know mothers can do anything, even if it means risking their lives. Am I right or not? Mothers, right? I don't know about fathers. I'm a father too, but I don't know about fathers. But I'm 100% sure mothers can do anything when they see their child is in danger. Just like that, keep your mind in Atomy that you will be successful no matter what. No matter what, you will be successful. Keep that in mind. If you don't let that mind go, no one can fail you. Unless you say, I will quit, you will never give up. If you don't give up, you never fail. So keep that in mind. Guard your mind. No matter what they say to you, don't listen to them because they have no idea how big business you are building. This is a big business we're talking about. They have no idea what are we doing, right? And have a faith. You should be able to see your future. Your future will be in your head first. If you cannot see your future, try first. Build it slow, little by little. I know it's not easy from the beginning. That happened to me too. When our chairman told us to write down the life scenario, I never thought about it. So I didn't know what to write down on the life scenario, but keep writing down. That's why you have to read day and night. Keep writing down, then it will be more clear and clearer. You should be able to see it with a very clear vision. That's what the top salespeople can do. The low class salespeople sells only the tangible things, but top salespeople sells ideas. You should be able to sell your ideas about Atomy. And this is my last slide. The few, become the few, don't become the many. Always trying to become the few. What does that mean? Normal people, they think they can do it if someone helps you, right? But few people just do it. Then the help is coming. Even Jesus said to his disciples, if you want to become a leader, you have to become a server, servant. Don't try to become the leader. Try to become the servant, right? You know, at if you were told about Atomy, you have few people already. If you understood about Atomy, even fewer. And if you decide to do Atomy as a business, you are few again. But if you decide to come to this seminar tonight by saving your time from your family to be here, you are few people already. But I want you even fewer. Okay, I want you to set the goals. Not many people are setting the goals. Not many people are writing the life scenarios. You have to do that. People not doing it. That's the key. I cannot say more things about the few people, but if you become the few people, when everybody say, hey, network marketing company is not working, you chose Atomy as your business, right? Now, I want you to have a business mind. You decide to do Atomy as a business. Now, lose your customer mind, but build your business mind. It's all about investment, investment, investment. Don't get me wrong, okay? I'm not asking you to invest cash. Invest on Atomy. You don't have to invest money, but invest on Atomy so that you could be successful with Atomy. I want you to be successful. I want you to set the goal all the way up to Imperial Master, not just Sales Master, not just Auto Sales Master, not just Sharnos Master, not just Leaders Club member, Royal Leaders Club member, Crown Leaders Club. I want you to set the goal to become Imperial Master. Aim high. Set the goal. If you set the goal high, your 2021 will be a great year for your life. I want you to make all success all the way to up to Imperial Master. Thank you very much, everyone. Merry Christmas and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jason, Royal Master Jason Shim, for sharing your life story along with the important information and the encouraging speech. But please don't leave yet because we have some questions for you as Q&A time for the first time with Royal Master Jason Shim. There were a few of you who got selected. So if I call your name, please unmute yourself and share your question with us. Okay, so ready? The first person is Lynn Widenroth from Boston. Please come on up.
Hello.
Hello.
Good to see everybody tonight. Hi, Jason.
Hello, Lynn.
So my question for you, Jason, is when you were first starting out in Atomy, what was your approach for introducing products to people? And did you talk about the products first, or did you talk to them about the business opportunity first?
Well, to answer the question, should I talk about product? Should I talk about the business? Usually, before I talk, I don't know. Because until you are in the situation, you don't know. And usually people ask me, hey, Jason, how do I talk to people in the beginning? What should be the ice breaking? What kind of product should I be introducing to people? And they are asking me know-hows. They trying to learn how to do things, right? My advice is this: why don't you just put yourself into the situation and let your mind just speak by itself? You've been listening to so many seminars, you've been listening to so many product presentations, you've been listening to so many vision speeches, so many speeches from our chairman, Dr. Lee, and all those people from who made the success already. I think if you come to our seminar regular basis and learning things from different people, you have enough knowledge, and you have enough uh, courage to talk to people. All you have to do is just put yourself into the situation and let it go. If you try to learn, if you try to decide what to talk before you actually start talking to people, you will probably coming up with the bad ideas. Oh, what if they say this when I say that, right? And should I say this instead? If you just keep thinking like that, you will lose the momentum, you will lose the courage, and probably, I'll talk about it later. I just pass on now. Don't do that. My advice is don't worry about it, what to talk about, about the product, about the business. Just let the situation go. And most important thing is just push yourself into the situation. Every situation, make sure you will learn a lesson. If you failed, you have to learn why you failed. If you made a success, you will learn why you made a success and learn on top of your success. So every situation will give you a lesson. And the more experience you have, the more situations you have, you will have much more posture, you will have a confidence on yourself that, I can handle anything, It, the worst case is, I'll just come back later, right?
That's true.
Yeah, I just come back later again and talk to them again. And that's the worst case. And even if even if they deny you, don't get hurt. It's not personal meaning. They just saying not now. I don't know if I have time to talk about this story. I used to talk to people about the scuba diver trying to look for pearl. The scuba diver dives into the sea and trying to get the clam. And which clam has a pearl? Number one, the scuba diver look for only the clam looks like have a pearl in it. Or number two, the scuba diver collects as many clams as possible. Which
Right.
one? Number two, right?
Right.
The
Yep.
scuba diver collects as many clams as possible and come out of the sea and start opening. When the scuba diver start opening, usually the clam doesn't have pearl. And the scuba diver never asks the clam, why you don't have a pearl in it? They never complain about to the clam. The scuba diver have without thinking, just throwing to the back and go to the next clam, open it, and still never complain about not having a pearl, just throwing away and going to the next until when? Until he finds the pearl.
That's a great illustration. That's
And
great.
yeah, and one more thing is the clam and people are different. Once you open the clam, they'll be dead, right? But people they become a new claim after a certain time pass by. And you could try open them again because they say no thank you, then it's not right now, so you could go back to them later. I don't know how later, it's up to you, you decide. Just so my answer would be just be in the situation, throw yourself and learn from it. I don't know if I answer you.
You did, Jason, more than you know. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Thank
asking me a
you.
question.
Yes, thank you. All right. So our next person who had a question is Bill Hotzel from Seattle. Come on board.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Merry Christmas, Jason, Sandy. Merry Christmas, one and all around the world.
Thank you.
Hello, Bear.
My question, Jason, with your Atomy experience, what is the best advice you can give to someone starting out with Atomy? And then please provide an example personal of your answer.
The advice for the people who's just starting Atomy.
Yes.
Okay. My advice would be, if you're starting Atomy as a business, right? I want you to start thinking as a businessman, right? Probably you're not talking about how to start as a customer, right? If you're starting as a customer, just use the product. That's it. See if you like it or not. See if you like the price or not. That's it. But if you're starting as your business, if you try to launch your business, you should be start thinking like a businessman. You know, there are three key factors in real estate business. What are those three key factors? Number one, location. Number two, location. Number three,
Location.
location again, right? But when I talk about Atomy, I think we have three key factors in Atomy business. Number one is invest, and second is invest, and third one is invest again. You know, if you are like a business person, it's all about investment. The first investment is product. If you're not using the product and trying to do this as a business, not gonna work. For example, if you are selling Mercedes but driving Cadillac, do you think he can sell any Mercedes? No, he's gonna drive Mercedes to sell the Mercedes. Same thing. If you're trying to do Atomy as a business, you have to be aware of Atomy products. Because your first goal will be your sales master. Sales. What do you have to master to become sales master? You have to master the sales, right? In order to master the sales, you have to be so diligent using Atomy products. I think ladies know this. There will be no ugly ladies. They are only lazy, right? So unless if you are not lazy, you will be beautiful no matter what, right? Same thing in Atomy. There will be no person not able to sell the product. There will be only lazy people. So same thing. If you are not lazy using Atomy products, you should be able to sell the product. Some people say, "Oh, I cannot sell. I cannot sell." I don't think they are using Atomy product. If you keep using Atomy product, the more items that you're using, the higher passion you will have. If you use all these products like me, I'm so crazy about Atomy. I love Atomy products whatsoever. If it has an Atomy logo, I love it, right? That's what you have to invest. Number one is invest. Second one is number one is invest on your product. Second one is invest on yourself. Because Atomy business is not just trying to chasing after the money. I know so many people in here, I think they have experience chasing after the money, right? If you chase after the money, we know the money runs faster than we are running, right? They always runs faster. So you never can catch the money. What you have to do is you have to improve yourself. You have to become like a leader. So you have to exercise. You have to build the small habits, getting up early, writing down the life scenario, reading the goals, and reading the books, listening to our chairman, listening to the successful people, listening to Dr. Lee, those kind of things. Invest on yourself to become a leader. Then you will get more members. Obviously, if you have more and more members, you will be making more and more money. And last investment would be invest on how to win people's heart. I think, you know, winning people's heart is not easy. And winning people's heart is easier when you don't have any money because it's not related to money. If you have a lot of money, it's not easy to win people's heart. But if you don't have any money, it's much easier to win people's heart because they know you don't have any money. They don't have any expectation from you. But when you say something or when you do something nice to them, touching their heart, you could easily win their heart. So you have to invest on how to win people's heart. I think um, I think that's how you have to do. Keep reading books, keep watching our VODs from Atomy, like that. Invest. That'll be my answer. Is that okay, Bill?
Thank you, Jason. I love the answer.
And I love your
Yeah.
Christmas hat, Santa hat.
Oh, yeah. I got the suit to go with it, so we're ready.
Thank you. Thank you once
Okay.
again. So we have our last person, the third person that was selected is Kate Coate from Las Vegas. Kate Coate from Las Vegas. Come on board.
Hi, hello.
Hello.
So nice to see you. Thank you.
Nice to see you,
Hi.
Kate.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your special vision today. I always admire for your guidance and as a success our Atomy member. I'm just wondering because I'm congratulations for your Royal and the Crown Club members.
Thank you so
As
much.
you are our top leader, I just wondering what's your these days daily action, your daily action. Would
These
you
days?
advise for us? Yes.
These days?
Yes.
Wow, it's very tough.
Yeah.
uh, to be honest, I hurt my ribs 2 weeks ago, so I cannot exercise much these days. But before I hurt my ribs, I used to get up like 6:30 in the morning, and then I do, like I said, I used to say develop small habits, right?
Mhm.
I the book I read recently was Atomic Habit, uh, written by James Clear. And that touched me so much. He said, your life will be dramatically changed if you develop small habits. So I start to write down my small habit list. One of them is getting up 6:30 in the morning. So getting up 6:30, and I just write it down, small things. And automatically people brush their teeth, right? But I wrote it down. Get up 6:30 in the morning and brush my teeth and drink a cup of water. I write down every single thing, and then I take my supplements, probiotics, hemohim, and and then I start to read Bible in Korean, and I start to read Bible in English, and I start to read the books. These days, I read books called Money because I'm interested in making money. So, and I need to teach my members efficiently how to make money. But even though the book says about money, but it's all about development on yourself. Anyway, I'm reading books in Korean and books in English, and then I exercise. I would like to take 10,000 steps a day at least, and it's not easy. It's not easy if you try 10,000 steps a day, and then push up and chin up and what is that? You know, stretching. I have so many things, and then I have Zoom meetings. I have a Zoom meeting request so many times here from here and there. So I usually, take the request, and then I do a lot of Zoom meeting. So these days, because of the COVID, I mean, thanks to COVID-19, don't get me wrong, I used to travel a lot, and I thought I'm gonna die on the road, but I have to say this. Don't get me wrong. Just because of the COVID-19, I got more free time, staying home and taking care of my garden. Actually, I have to say this too. I started having my backyard as a vegetable garden, and a couple months ago, I made a greenhouse. Greenhouse, and then um, I start raising the lettuce in it. And these days are very cold, right? So I put a solar panel on top of it and wired it to a water heater so that it heating the water inside the greenhouse so that it could keep the warmth in the water so that it could go through the night even though it's freezing. So I have so many things that I'm doing besides the Atomy, and even doing Atomy is more fun. I do, every day I'm so excited because it's I like to do so many things. And fortunately, I bought this house last year, and I'm enjoying this house so much. So those are things that I'm doing these days. I don't know. I don't
Wow,
know if you like my answer.
yeah, I like your answer. No wonder why you look so young looking.
Oh my
10,000 steps a
goodness.
day every day.
You look like a 39 too.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. As you told me, and I believe everybody is so diligent to do every day. We do what we necessary to do. Thank you so much for your lecture today. Thank you.
You're welcome. And say hello to Paul.
Yes, I will. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jason.
Yes, thank you. Thank you once again, Roy Master Jason Shim, for your recommendations and just sharing